What's up, guys? This is Corey, also known as QC Rideshare, just hitting you with another one. First, I need to apologize. I haven't been able to get videos out like I wanted to because I'm having some recording issues. So I've been playing around with different stuff, and right now I'm using a very old camera that I actually found found in my bunch of junk. So please forgive me for the recording quality and the issues I've been having with that. But let's just get into this one. So I wanted to do a video on, because I talked about what do you do when you're kind of have a fall off of volume. Because this time of the year, obviously the volume goes down with some of the rideshare platforms. So now it is almost one of those things where you say, now what? Well, I think for me, and what I've always found effective, is using this time to look at the opportunity of getting more acquainted or diving deeper into some of your other platforms. Obviously, with Uber and Lyft actually slowing, it's an opportunity for some of the food delivery services might be a good option, but also looking at some of the other platforms like your Instacart, your Ships, your chore-based platforms, because a lot of those things don't go away just because of the end of the year. So I would start looking at those. Also, I think that it's a great time to actually dive into a new platform. Try finding a new platform. Quick way of doing that is look at some of your existing platforms in the app store that you downloaded those apps at, and look at similar apps and then type in their name in Google and see if they're in your area. Also, check out CNET. A lot of times CNET will review different services or mention new services that are being out there because they're tied into the Silicon Valley, and so they'll talk about new services and just check to see if they're in your area. But I just want to give a couple words of motivation, because this time of the year can be really hard, because a lot of times you find yourself working harder and not making much more money. So that's all. Didn't want to have it too long. Really quickly before I go, just wanted to mention again that the Gig Essentials podcast and YouTube channel is backed by the Gig Podcasting Network. You can actually go to our website at gigpodcasting.network. We currently have 5 podcasts that are live, and we're working in development about 4 more others. We have Stretch 4, which is a basketball themed podcast. We have the RPO podcast, which is a football themed podcast. From the mind of my 7-year-old son, the Lamar and Corey show. Also, we have the Get Ripped podcast, which is not only a health and wellness podcast, but is also a fully interactive podcast where you can reach out to the guys on Instagram. But also, we're going to do Instagram lives as well as some YouTube content, so that you can always interact with them and kind of take ownership of the show for yourself. So definitely check them out. Also, I know that this time of the year is very hard to say, I want to throw a couple dollars to somebody, and I definitely understand that. But what we are asking is, if you go to gigpodcasting.network, you'll see a link to Amazon. If you click on that link to Amazon, it'll take you right to the Amazon page. And you can do your shopping like you normally do. And what it does is it throws us a couple dollars just as a referral. So if you want to support the show, but you don't have the money to do so, that's a great and easy way to do so. We don't get any of your information letting us know who did it. Definitely you can shout us out if you took advantage of it, and we'll mention you on the show. But just wanted to mention that real quick. But until the next one, peace.